Today I'm going to talk about some gunsmithing tools that are necessary if you're in the process of building a AR type of rifle. And one of them is the Vise block to hold your upper while you either install a barrel nut or a gas, well, not necessarily a gas block, but let's say a barrel nut or maybe a flash hider. Now there's several different kinds, and the one you see here is a polyurethane type that has these two rods, and you've got clips that go on the end of these to hold them in place. And you can see that basically the takedown pinholes on the upper fit in these notches, and you insert these so the receiver doesn't come out, and then you clamp this white urethane block into your vise. And I've used this setup for maybe half dozen or so builds. Definitely haven't had any problems with it. But you know, if you're torquing the barrel nut to 30, 40, 50 pounds at torque, the only thing that's keeping your upper receiver here from moving around are these takedown pin extensions. And I haven't had any problems at all, but I've heard of some uppers twisting and or these takedown pin tabs cracking, bending, which if you take that, you know, with an open mind, either somebody was putting a lot more torque than 40 foot-pounds, or they had a really crappy upper receiver. I don't know, because I wasn't there. So this particular block also comes with this piece, and this piece is designed to go, obviously for flat top receivers, designed to go here, and let's just imagine this sight wasn't here. It would slide all the way down, and then you would turn the receiver like so, and clamp it into your vise this way. Now this is another way, and I've done a couple of builds this way as well. What I found with this method is you really have to clamp this in your vise very tightly, because if you're torquing the barrel nut and you don't have these really torqued down in your vise, it'll twist this way and pop out. And don't ask me how I know that. So I've kind of steered away from using this method because of that particular bad experience. So this is one type of block for your vise. And what I've decided, even though I've had no bad experiences, no damage, anything of that nature, I'm just erring on the side of caution, and I went ahead and picked up, I won't be able to get this whole thing in frame here, but this is a different type of a vise block made by Wheeler Engineering. Now you can get these through multiple different sources in Brownells. Brownells sells these as well. And this is, you know, what the packaging looks like here. I'll go ahead and take this out. This is kind of an unboxing video of this new upper vise block. So, let's get my receiver out of the way here a little bit. Obviously it comes with instructions, which I'll go over later. One of the reasons I bought this particular vise block is it has this upper receiver insert and gas tube alignment pin. So, and you'll notice that there's maybe you'll notice there's a little rubber grommet right here. So when this Well, I can't really insert this right at the moment. Alright, now I can insert this. When this is inserted, like so, recessed all the way down, what we get is a device here that provides some strengthening of the upper receiver, and this metal bar, when inserted all the way, aids in getting the gas tube properly aligned. So is it really necessary to have this little metal piece? I don't know, but I like the idea of any type of aid that will help me in aligning the gas tube. And I also like this item. The idea behind this is you have something inside of your upper receiver to provide an additional level of strengthening while you're torquing down a barrel nut. I've seen some of these particular kits. They don't come with the gas alignment rod. Probably not a deal breaker, but I like the idea, so that's why I went with this one. It looks like this rubber grommet is just to keep this from coming out. The gas tube does not fit over this. This pointed end just kind of goes in the end of the gas tube. So what you could also use this for is alignment of the barrel nut. So if you don't have a barrel nut alignment rod, this would probably serve the same type of similar purpose of making sure that the notches on your barrel nut are lined up correctly so your gas tube can slide in easily and align correctly. So this is a nice addition to this kit, I think. Now the actual block, this one is obviously some sort of a urethane. It's a non-marring surface. It's a plastic non-marring surface. This one has a bit more flexibility than the previous white block I was showing you. This one allows you to clamp the entire upper part of the receiver, preventing any possible type of twisting, and it's usable with flat top as well as receivers that have the carry handle on them. And I'm not sure if I can actually get this inserted with my sight that's on here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to close with the sight on there. I'd have to take the sight off. Oh, actually, here we go. You can see how that closes on the upper receiver there. So when we put this in the vise, we have a large portion of the upper receiver that's clamped, and then when we insert this piece into the end of the upper receiver, we add strengthening on the inside of the receiver. So that's basically how that goes. So I mean, if you had a carry handle, there's obviously clearance for the carry handle as well. So for my builds going forward, I'm going to be using this particular kit. And again, not because I had any problems with the other one. I'm just erring on the side of caution. I'd really hate to be building an upper and have that have this block give out on me or allow damage to my upper receiver. So again, this is made by Wheeler Engineering. There's several different makes out there. And I think you've got some made out of different materials, and I can't comment on the different types of materials. If one's stronger than the other, I'm interested in its ability to clamp onto the upper without causing damage to it. And this looks like it'll definitely do the job. This is some sort of urethane or plastic. I can't tell exactly what it is, but that's... And the instructions... Now he talks about the gas tube alignment rod, threading onto the barrel nut, adjusting the gas tube. Yeah, it says use the gas tube alignment rod to check the proper barrel nut alignment. And you know you've got it done right when the gas tube alignment rod passes through the receiver and into the barrel nut freely. Kind of saves you from buying an extra barrel nut or gas tube alignment tool. And that's about it. Not really much else to say about the instructions there. It's pretty self-explanatory, but if you're going to be doing any type of build and working on your upper, you're going to need a block like this for a proper assembly of your upper, whether it's a barrel nut or your muzzle brake or your flash hider. Alright, I went ahead and installed my upper in my vise using this new vise block. The bottom section right here along the this vise block holder has got a ridge on it, and it's designed. The ridge is designed to sit flush on the top of your jaws, like so. And then you can insert your tool. And this bolt carrier replacement gas tube alignment rod deal. So this only appears to go in so far because of the obviously I've got the gas tube on there, and that's going to prevent this tube from going in, very far. But this is basically what it looks like when it's in the vise, and it isn't going anywhere. It's nice and tight. Your upper receiver is very well supported with both these pieces. It's not going to deform. This is definitely not going to pop out of my vise, especially with these lips on here. Very good design, and I feel a lot more comfortable using this and torquing down on the barrel nuts and not having to worry about any issues. So I think this kit I got off of Amazon for like $30 or something like that, $35. So it's very, very reasonable and a good investment, especially if you're going to be working on your AR, building ARs, swapping out barrels, changing your muzzle brakes. Very good investment. So just wanted you to get an idea of what that looks like and how it clamps onto the upper nice and solid. Alright, I just wanted to show you what this upper receiver tube support piece looks like fully inserted. It does fit tight. I had to take the upper out of the vise block, open the injection door, and slide it all the way in so it's flush with the end of the upper, and then close the ejection door and put it back in the vise mount. But it does go all the way in, and if I didn't have a gas tube in my rifle right now, this would slide all the way through right over the top of the barrel nut. So great design, great idea. I definitely look forward to my next build using this tool.